So it's said that Kundalini finds you when you're ready. When you're ready to evolve, when you're ready to step into the next kind of stage, level of your journey, your Kundalini energy will start to arise. If you're on a spiritual shadow work journey, I would say your Kundalini has already started to rise, even if it's like a very little bit. But I guess at this time, more and more people's Kundalini energy is going to start waking up because we are in a time of change. We are in at this point in um, time. We are being asked to wake up. We're being asked to evolve from fear-based consciousness, fear like ego-based consciousness, to love-based consciousness. And in order for that to happen, we need to allow our Kundalini energy to wake up and rise so that we can fully evolve, step into our fullest potential and who we are, who we were born to be in this world, which means letting go of our kind of mask, becoming more authentic, understanding who we are in truth. And to do that, you need to understand your shadow, because there is a whole part of you that lies in the unconscious mind that, as your Kundalini energy starts to awake, is going to be pushed to the surface, because we need to let go of anything that is false. So the fact that you have you have a repressed aspect of your psyche called the shadow, which your ego, your protective mechanism, has repressed because it doesn't deem it safe, but it's afraid of it. So it's afraid of the anger that lies in your shadow. It's afraid of the creativity that lies in your shadow, your confidence. Um, and so it's kind of kept it hidden from you, and you'll see it shown up in the world, in other people, in situations. So Carl Jung said that what we resist persists. So while you're resisting what Shakti is pushing up, what your Kundalini energy is pushing up, you're going to keep fueling the shadow. So you're going to keep making the shadow stronger. What you need to do is go into it. You need to go and feel it, address it, and create a kind of have a heightened sense of self-awareness whilst you're going through this. You need to be really, really conscious on this journey so that you can fully allow the energy to shift and move through. Because what Kundalini is doing as she's moving through your chakras is amplifying. Like, as your Kundalini energy flows, she amplifies everything. So she amplifies the darkness so that you can shine light on it. She amplifies the light so you can see it as your truth. She amplifies the joy, the love, the laughter, the bliss, the ecstasy. She amplifies the fear, the pain, the suffering, the depression, until you're able to shine the light on it. So bring the balance of the light and the dark so that you can come closer to wholeness. We need both on this human experience. But what we don't need is to hold on to the shadow, to the false self. We need to integrate our shadow so that we can become the true self. And that's what Kundalini is asking you to do. And that's what the shadow work asks you to do. So the shadow work in this sense is addressing the shadow. The Kundalini energy is the thing that's happening anyway, whether you're actively working with it or not. It's arising anyway, and the shadow work is the inner work, the conscious work that's going to help you release the stuck energy in your energy centers that Shakti is pushing through to help you release the energy. And in this process, it is extremely important to integrate everything that you're learning, everything you're experiencing, making the different decisions, taking the different actions, so that you kind of show you're able to back up what you're learning. So if you say have put confidence into your shadow, and now you're being asked to reclaim that confidence as yours. Shakti's highlighting your solar plexus. She's in your solar plexus, and you're being asked to reclaim your confidence, reclaim your power, your your sense of self, and you can recognize it, bring awareness to it, and then you have to take confidence forward and make the bold decisions that you're being asked to make. So it's not just seeing it in an experience and embodying the energy, you have to take the action as well. So that's how you integrate your shadow, is by being aware of it, loving it, and then taking the action it's asking you to. Kundalini rising is a full being, body experience, not just a mystical experience. So as your Kundalini rises, you're asked to heal on every level. Root, which is your basic needs, sacral, your creativity, pleasure, connections, your solar plexus, which is your willpower, your kind of determination, your courage, your confidence, your sense of self, your heart, unconditional love, relationships, throat, authenticity, speaking your truth, third eye, intuition, spiritual gifts, physical, psychic abilities, higher self, connection to oneness, consciousness, non-duality, crown. Anyway, we don't need to go into all of that, but what your people will hear Kundalini and go, ooh, spiritual, and not just, ooh, full embodied, full expression of a human. We need all of it to be the co-creator. So if you are in a Kundalini journey and you're spending a lot of time in the third eye, make sure you ground, because we aren't able to we're here to realize that we're creators, right? So and live from love. So we can have an idea which is like a kind of an idea, and we bring this piece of consciousness into reality through manifestation. We need the crown and the root for that to happen. So don't just spend all of your time up here. The more you're spending time up here, the more you're creating a bigger shadow down here. So it's about balance and balancing your energy centers, not just working on one in particular, like the third eye, to help you evolve spiritually, because we need all of it to evolve spiritually. But in saying that, as Kundalini does rise, psychic abilities do come online. I've started speaking light language. I have no logical explanation for it. But you know, there are psychic supernatural powers that we all have access to that come online, but also I'm able to love more deeply. I'm able to be more creative. I'm able to surrender and receive, and like my business flows more. And so there's a lot, and I'm able to speak my truth with confidence, because it all flows, right? And there's not just one chakra or one energy center that's being worked on. And it's an understanding that when a shadow aspect, like a repressed emotion or a conditioned belief, comes into your awareness, you ask, is it mine? Is this truth? And take the action necessary to move forward. Important integration and safe Kundalini shadow work tips. Grounding, being in Mother Nature, grounding, being in your body is really, really important for you to kind of integrate safely. So being in your body, movement, nourishing your body. So your body's going to go through an upgrade. Your cells are upgraded throughout this process. Your neurobiological system is upgraded when your Kundalini arises, because you are evolving spiritually and as a human. So and it happens quite rapidly. So you need to nourish your body. If you don't nourish your body, you will get sick. So drink lots of water, eat as healthily as possible, eat to support your body. Move to support your body. Movement also allows Kundalini energy to flow. So dancing, yoga, walking, weightlifting keeps you grounded and strong. Like, what does your body need? Give your body what it needs. Journaling, heightened self-awareness, what's going on, stream of consciousness writing, the prompts that I've given you here, the prompts in the new shadow work and dream work bundle. You can find that in the description. Understanding that it is a continual process. It's not just oh, my Kundalini is awake, or I have integrated my shadow. Nope, you signed up for a lifelong journey, princess. And it's going to be beautiful, and it's going to be wild, and sometimes there are going to be tears, but it's a continual journey. This is a way of life, and it's a beautiful, magical, profound way of life. And I mean, if you're here, there's a reason you're here, right? So if you need support, and this can get quite overwhelming, I know I was very overwhelmed at the beginning of my journey, and I needed support from people who had been there, especially with shadow work. Seek support, join a community, a meditation community like the Lotus. You can learn more about that in the description. Weekly meditations, monthly new moon circles, and a group of beautiful, amazing women from all over the world. But also one-on-one support with somebody who is trained in shadow work, who has experience with Kundalini. Work with somebody who is trained to help your Kundalini rise. Go to Kundalini yoga, do Kundalini meditation practices, go to Kundalini activations. You can probably find a facilitator in a city near you. I'm based in Derby, London, Manchester in the UK, and online every other Wednesday. But there are many ways that you can be supported on this journey. So if you do feel stuck, lost, overwhelmed, or like you want to really make the most out of this transformation, seek support. Like, that's my number one piece of advice with your Kundalini and shadow work. So honor your body, understand your energy, like work with the energy, and really, really, really be conscious throughout this journey. Understand, like, watch some of the other videos as well about shadow work and money, shadow work and relationships, especially because it will help you understand more about what your shadow, like where your Kundalini is and what your shadow is asking you to see. So I hope this has helped you and not just overwhelmed you more. But if you do have any questions, put them in the comments and I'll respond personally. And I'd love to hear your experience with Kundalini and shadow work as well. So just pop them in the comments. If you would like to know more about the shadow work and dream work bundle, it's 30 days of journal prompts to help you understand your mind more and integrate the shadow to become the true self. Really helpful whilst your Kundalini energy is rising. There's also an intensive shadow work guide, dream work guide, and journal prompts to help you interpret your dreams, because dreams are really important in shadow work, as well as active imaginations, meditations, and videos to help you on it. It's an amazing value at £44, and you can get it in the link in the description. But I'm going to love you and leave you. I hope you have an amazing day, and just reach out if you have any questions.